Hello everyone, in this video, I'll be translating and summarizing the latest Urdu broadcast by Moeed Pirzada to make it accessible for our English-speaking audience. Let's go through the key developments and insights in Moeed Pirzada's words. As you know, on the 5th of August 2025, it will mark 2 years, 730 days, since the former Prime Minister of Pakistan, Mr. Imran Khan, was imprisoned in Adiala jail. Since then, the people of Pakistan, especially from PTI and even the people of Pakistan in general, have protested in many places, in major cities and small towns. Pakistani diasporas have also protested in the United States, Europe, Britain, Australia and Canada. These protests are still ongoing and they were initially said to continue until the 14th of August. A question that many people address is whether these protests are having any impact. This question is important because the Sharif Zardari Asim regime is creating the impression that they are indifferent to these protests. They say that these protests have no effect on their health and they happen all the time. They don't affect them. On the other hand, people are explaining what impact these protests have had. I want to address this entire issue in a historical context. I've put together many points and my aim is to refresh your memories, and as I speak, I will try to show you some images. One of the basic facts presented by Imran Khan himself, the people of PTI and the media is that the process of ending Imran Khan's government began with his meeting with Donald Lu on the 7th of March 2022, which led to the operation for regime change. I want to make it clear that this is absolutely not the case. Every journalist, every TV anchor, every director, every news bureau chief in Islamabad who follows Pakistani politics would likely agree with me that the process of bringing down Imran Khan's government began in June 2021, when the consensus was fully formed between the Sharifs, Zardaris and General Bajwa to end Imran Khan's government. Not only were the Sharifs and Zardaris involved, but powerful organizations from Britain and the United States also supported this plan. If there was any obstacle in the way of this plan in June 2021, it was General Faiz Hamid, the then DG ISI, who was believed to be close to Imran Khan and wanted to become the next Chief of Army Staff through him. The first step was to remove General Faiz Hamid and bring in General Nadim Anjum. When General Nadim Anjum was appointed in September-October 2021, you might remember there was a dispute because Imran Khan could clearly see that Nadim Anjum was being brought in to end his government. The purpose was to carry out a softening campaign on Pakistan's politics, the military, the media, the political parties, the judiciary, and create an environment to bring about regime change. This process continued from October 2021 to April 2022. In February and March of 2022, anyone in Islamabad's media who had access to insider information knew that Imran Khan's government was on the brink of collapse. The question was no longer whether it would survive, but when it would fall. Now, moving forward, let's talk about April 2022, when the Supreme Court, particularly Justice Bandial and Justice Faiz Issa, played their roles in the situation. The Supreme Court of Pakistan became a crucial element, which you must keep in mind. After this, the next phase comes. Imran Khan's attempt to demand early elections and hold his first long march in May 2022 resulted in a major crackdown in Punjab. A day before the long march, the Punjab government issued a press release stating that 4,400 houses and farmhouses were raided, walls were broken, gates were torn down, and people were arrested to stop the march. This led to a crackdown on the media, political workers, and a wider campaign of oppression. Prominent TV anchor Imran Riaz was picked up, tortured and disappeared for several weeks, with courts involved in his case. This situation climaxed when Shahid Arshad Sharif, who had many cases against him, was forced to flee Pakistan, first to Dubai and then to Kenya, where he was assassinated. To this day, no satisfactory or conclusive investigation has been conducted into his murder and no one has been held accountable. Within 10 days of Arshad Sharif's murder, an assassination attempt was made on Imran Khan on the 27th of November 2022, in what appeared to be a botched assassination attempt. He narrowly survived the attack in Wazirabad. However, the case remains unsolved and no progress has been made. Then, on the 27th of November 2022, the Sharif family appointed a new army chief, General Asim Munir, who had a personal vendetta against Imran Khan. Munir was appointed despite being retired, and his sole qualification appeared to be his hatred for Imran Khan. The army chief appointment was a major turning point, and his animosity against Imran Khan stemmed from his premature removal in June 2019. In March to April of 2023, Imran Khan's residence in Lahore became the site of violent confrontations, with Murad Saeed leading efforts to protect his home from attack. Then came the 9th of May, 2023, the major event that sought to delegitimize PTI, brand it as illegal, and dismantle its structure. Media outlets were targeted, courts were put under pressure, and an attack on Pakistan's national institutions was orchestrated. The Punjab government revealed that 9,000 to 10,000 PTI workers were arrested in the following 24 hours, and military trials began for over 100 individuals without proper justice, in which many of its leaders turned around, and the entire shape of Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, or PTI, was completely eradicated. A completely new party emerged from there. Then after that, you see that on August 5th, 2023, Imran Khan is arrested. After Imran Khan's arrest, dozens of cases are filed against him. Sometimes his number reaches 100, then 150, and it goes up to 200. Then elections that are not conducted repeatedly, a battle is ongoing over it. But finally, before the February 8th, 2024 elections, many decisions are made against Imran Khan in several cases, including the infamous Idat case, the Al-Qadir University Trust case, the Watch case, the Toshakhana case, and corruption cases. Imran Khan is sentenced in many of these cases. The result is that on February 8th, the people of Pakistan, by a two-thirds majority, select Imran Khan and his party. After that, army officers and soldiers enter polling stations, enter the returning officers' offices, and change the entire election results using force. To defend these altered election results, because the case is challenged in the courts at the High Court and Supreme Court levels, the High Courts are also abolished, and the Supreme Court is also abolished. Ultimately, the result of this war leads to the 26th Constitutional Amendment, as a result of which the Supreme Court and Pakistan's judicial system are killed and their necks are throttled. Today, the Supreme Court and High Courts in Pakistan exist merely as tools of the executive. After this, when people come out again on November 26, 2024, an unbelievable massacre occurs in Islamabad, something that people always thought could never happen. Official figures, I think, state around 15 to 16 deaths, but many believe that the actual death toll is much higher. I've reminded you of all these events because in all these occurrences, the attempts to crush Imran Khan's movement, the people of Pakistan's movement, their desire for democracy, and Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf's efforts come to mind. With these attempts in mind, now, when you see on August 5th, 2025, despite everything that has happened, reports keep coming from all over Pakistan. Somewhere there's a small procession, somewhere a large one, in Rawalpindi, Lahore and other places. All over the world, you hear of protests. And those protests, whether in America, Britain, Europe, Australia or Canada, are because the body politics of Pakistan's diaspora is mentally and spiritually connected to the people of Pakistan. It is one body. This gives you an idea that inside Pakistan, despite the repression, the force and the cruelty that you've seen in the past 50 months, maybe millions of people will be seen on the streets. Now let's assess this. As I told you, the story of the attempts to end Imran Khan and Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf begins in June 2021. From June 2021 to June 2025, 4 years and now 2 more months until August 2025. This 50-month period is a harsh period that was inflicted on Imran Khan's party, Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, and the people of Pakistan. The Sharif Zardari Asim regime, which was previously the Sharif Zardari Bajwa regime, has now turned into the Sharif Zardari Asim regime. Unfortunately, Pakistan's military has become a tool in this. Even after 50 months, this situation persists. Now let's take a look at what the generals have done during this entire time period. Pakistan's courts were eliminated. The Supreme Court and High Courts were shut down. The media in Pakistan suffered terribly. Now we are also a small part of that story. YouTube channels related to Pakistan are being shut down, and the plan is that the Trump administration will help in this effort. They aim to choke Google to prevent Pakistani content. To make Donald Trump happy, real estate deals were offered, and mineral deals were set up, changing Pakistan's laws. New laws were created, and Donald Trump was even offered a Nobel Prize. There were meetings with Field Marshal, all of this signaling that Pakistan might even be considering recognizing Israel. The idea is that if a war happens with Iran, Pakistan's regime will help, and they already fought a war with India to secure their popularity. Despite all this, the fervour among the people of Pakistan, whether you call it Imran Khan's fever or their anger, their spirit, doesn't go away. Even despite all the suppression, when you recall the last 48 hours, you can assess what has transpired. The propagandists or spokespeople of the Sharif Zardari Asim regime say that they don't have any problems. If they have no problems, why did they not give Imran Khan's sons visas? What trouble would it have caused if they had come? Why were Imran Khan's sisters, family and relatives not allowed to meet him? Why is there no news, no picture, no voice of Imran Khan coming out? Why is he not allowed to come to court as an ordinary prisoner? Why is there no access to the media, both domestic and international, for Imran Khan? On August 5, 2025, Imran Khan's sister, Alima Khan, and his other sisters, Usma and Nareen, spent the whole day trying to reach near Adiala jail. It is said that they were stopped near Chakri, about 40 kilometers away. Mahmud Khan Achakzai and other PTI leaders also tried to go there. But finally, at around 12 a.m., Imran Khan's sisters left from there. Before they left, their media talk was broadcast on PTI's YouTube channel. If there is no fear, no problem, why do they need to do all this? We are also hearing that nearly 1,200 people were arrested in Punjab on this day, August 5, 2025. On the same day, the Election Commission of Pakistan disqualified several opposition leaders of Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf in the National Assembly, including Umar Ayub, Shibli Faraz and others. You might remember that just 48 hours earlier, the Anti-Terrorism Court of Faisalabad had sentenced 108 PTI leaders. Following those sentences, the Election Commission disqualified them. On August 5, Mahmud Khan Achakzai met Alima Bibi to approach Imran Khan, and they were near Chakri. He recited some beautiful Persian verses to the media, emphasizing that ultimately the authorities will have to release Imran Khan. However, the intelligent ones understand things beforehand and act. The foolish ones realize their mistakes only after making them. They concluded that in the end they will have to release Imran Khan. Now I'll add an interesting piece to the end, which will explain everything. It's almost like a comedy show. On August 5th, 2025, a procession was held in Islamabad concerning Kashmir and Article 370, which was revoked on August 5, 2019. I still don't understand the mystery behind the fact that Imran Khan was arrested on August 5, 2023, which coincided with the anniversary of the revocation of Article 370 by Narendra Modi's government. What is the reason for this? This procession, held a day before, was not for Kashmir. It was really about controlling Pakistan's politics and diverting things. The people involved in this procession were not concerned about Kashmir. If they truly believe in freedom and the right to self-determination, then how can they suppress the voices of 250 million Pakistanis? There's a contradiction when you claim to fight for Kashmir's self-determination, but deny the same rights to your own people. The Pakistani military has caused the most damage to Kashmir's cause, according to many Kashmiris. On August 5, 2025, Dar Sahab held this procession in Islamabad, not for Kashmir but to control the narrative in Pakistan. The whole plan was diverted to fit Pakistan's greater political interests. This is the reality of things. That wraps up our translation of Moeed Pirzada's video. I hope this English version helped you understand his message better. Please like, share and subscribe to Awami Lens to help our community grow. Don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of this effort.